Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. And today I am bringing you my results slash recap and also some of my thoughts on this past Saturday's edition of Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory. So let's get into it. I shall give you my thoughts and let's go. First and only match on the pre-show card, we had the tournament finals for the Digital Media Championship. And I am sorry I did not watch that. I was watching Dynamite. Sorry. Participants include Jordynne Grace, Chelsea Green, Crazy Steve, Falaba, John Skyler, and Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne, of course, being a last-minute replacement for Tenille Dashwood, who had some sort of issue. I'm not sure what. I'm sorry I missed this. Winner and new champ, Jordynne Grace. Gonna be interesting to see what she does with that title. Gonna be fun. First match on the main card is for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships, as Decay, being represented by Rosemary and Jessica Havoc, take on the Inspiration, the former Iconics, Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay. For the Inspiration's intro, they had a little concert thing going on, and it's some old school things I like about wrestling when they have live intros to their shows, like Ronda Rousey having God, what's her name? I forget the artist's name. I apologize. Match was actually really fun. I know McKay and Lee aren't exactly the most technical wrestlers, but I feel like they meshed really, really well with Decay and their, monsterish style. Finisher ends with the double team move by Lynn and McKay, and winners and new Knockouts Tag Team Champions. I feel like this is the right call, and this match gets a big thumbs up from me. Next up, triple threat match for the vacant X Division Championship, as Trey Miguel takes on El Fantasmo of the Bullet Club and Steve Macklin, formerly Steve Cutler. This was a wild match. Cutler even hit Fall of Man, I think his finisher is named, on Miguel through the ropes, which was freaking crazy. Fantasmo did go for his super kick on Macklin, but then Trey hits his finisher on Fantasmo for the win. Winner and new X Division champion, Trey Miguel. Very high-paced, hard-hitting matchup. I really enjoyed it. Gets a big old thumbs up from me. Next match, although I don't think you can call it a match, it was more of an angle. We have Heath teaming with a mystery partner, taking on Violent by Design's Diener and Joe Doring. Now, of course, Heath has extended the olive branch to former VBD member Rhino, his, good friend. But Rhino has seemed distant. He doesn't want to, rejoin Heath and maybe do his own thing. So, they have their entrances. Heath comes out alone and starts getting just beat down by Violent by Design. When right in the middle, gore, 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 we hear Rhino's old theme again, which popped me really good. He gets up on the apron, extends the hand, tag me in. Heath with the tag, and Rhino just destroys Violent by Design. including hitting Diener with the gore. 1, 2, 3. Heath and Rhino with the big win. I'm glad we have another homegrown face tag team in Impact now. And I hope we get to see Heath and Rhino challenge for the tag titles in the near future. I think that'd be great. This match gets, thumbs up for me. Hit me right in the feels. It was very good. Next up is the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match, where the winner gets a shot at any title at any time they want. Some big surprises in this one, including Rocky Romero at number 2, and the freaking Kiss Demon, which was, a real blast from the past. Considering I don't think he's wrestled in about 20 years or so, since like the late 90s in WCW. Of course, number 1 was Sabin. He survives until number 4. The final 4 being Moose, Cardona, Big Cass, I forget his name, who I honestly thought was going to win, and Sabin. Moose ends up eliminating Kaz and Sabin to be the last match in which the Battle Royal actually turns into a match between Moose and Cardona. Moose hits a spear on Cardona for the win, and he gets this little trophy he can cash in whenever he wants. And boy, does he. I'll give this a big thumbs up. I don't mind Moose winning this. He has deserved a shot at the world title for a while now, especially considering he got screwed by Omega. And, yeah, I'm happy with it. Next up, triple threat match for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships, as the Good Brothers, Anderson and Gallows, take on the Bullet Club, kind of, in Chris Bay and Hikuleo. Hikuleo being a big old meaty dude. And Vin Juice. Early on, it was a little slow to get going, but once it got on to later, they got into another gear, and I feel like it was a more fun match than I'll give it credit for, but I think highlights include Hikuleo and Doc Gallows with the big old face-off. I thought that was really cool visual. And then, of course, we had the finisher fest. The win comes when Carl Anderson rolls up one of Finn Juice, I think, for the sneaky win. I'm okay with that. I was kind of hoping Bay and Hikuleo would get something out of this. Maybe we would see the Gorillas of Destiny come out and be the next challenger. I mean, we got a couple weeks until, I believe it's Hard to Kill, which I believe is in November at some point. So, that should be fine. Kind of right here. Not great, but not bad. Next up, bit of a heated rivalry between Deonna Purrazzo, who's defending her Knockouts title, against Mickie James. Now, last couple weeks, Mickie and Deonna have had a no-contact clause in their championship contract, which means if either of them lays a hand on them, the match would be canceled. Which stems from Purrazzo going to Mickie James's house and them just brawling in some hay. Like, I think Mickie lives on a farmhouse, which is pretty rad. Really nice back and forth. Mickie kicked out of, a few of Deonna's finishers. Same for Deonna. Was real back and forth until Mickie hits the chick kick, pin, win for Mickey James. That was a very surprising win. Although I do kind of understand it. I'm okay with it because Purrazzo has had this title for a really long time. And although maybe she didn't need to lose it, you kind of look at the rest of the roster and think, yeah, Purrazzo's beaten them already. So, I don't know. Maybe they could have built up a Chelsea Green or someone, but I'm definitely okay with this result. Thumbs up from me. Heck of a match between those two. And no doubt, I think Purrazzo's going to get a rematch. And now, finally, your main event of the evening, as Josh Alexander, who turned in his X Division title for Option C to challenge Christian Cage, for the Impact World Heavyweight title. And boy, oh boy, these two guys brought it. One point, Alexander hits Christian Cage with a Chaos Theory, which was absolutely beautiful. Christian, a couple of times, tries to go for the Unprettier, but Alexander counters. Alexander then gets Cage in the ankle lock. Taps out. Your new World Heavyweight Champion, Josh Alexander, who then, receives a nice embrace from Christian, who walks to the back, and then Alexander brings his family into the ring, which is very nice, in which they celebrate, they hype each other up. Then out comes Moose, who cashes in his trophy, hits a spear for the win. Your winner and new Impact Wrestling World Champion, Moose. I feel like this title reign has been a long time coming. And I do see a lot of dislike for this angle from a few of the fans. But I'll say this right here. Josh Alexander isn't done. And I feel like now we have two really big stars in-house, one heel, with a whole lot of heat now, versus a natural guy who you want to root for, babyface, who is going to get right back on that horse to try and beat Moose. So I'm definitely okay with this. I give it a big old thumbs up. Bound for Glory was definitely a good show, although I will say the fans kind of dwindled in their hype kind of towards the end, but it is what it is. You can't have them hype through hours and hours of programming without a little tiredness. So that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's share this all over the internet. Let's get this thing so many views. And I shall see you guys next time for... I kind of want to do something with New Japan. I know New Japan Strong has a show coming up pretty soon in November. I'll probably do a predictions for that. We got AEW coming. ROH a little more down the line. So, I'm ready to have some fun. I hope you guys are too. Please stay tuned, and I shall see you all later. Peace.